As an anxious world awaits a cure for the deadly coronavirus, companies and academic institutions from across the world are racing against time to create a possible vaccine. In India, a Pune-based startup, Seagull Biosolutions, have become the first company to get financial backing from the Government of India. Pankaj Khelkar getting you this report.
Innovation Park at the National Chemical Labs campus in Pune. This is where different startup companies are provided all the scientific and technological state-of-the-art facilities to carry out their experiments, research and innovations. And this is where the scientists of Seagull Biosolutions are working relentlessly to develop a vaccine that can fight coronavirus.
We are really proud that the Government of India has identified a small startup like us.
The 9-year-old company says it is using active virosome technology or AVT for developing the vaccine.
Active virosome technology has been developed indigenously during the last 8 years' time by us in India, and we will be using this technology for developing the coronavirus vaccine. We have used this technology to produce various kinds of vaccines called as like dengue vaccine, chikungunya vaccine or Zika vaccine and Ebola virus vaccine. And we have shown that vaccines produced using this technology are effective in animals.
The company is basing its development on the existing measles vaccine platform.
We have modified this vaccine by removing most of the measles virus genes from this, and we use only the single antigen gene to produce a vaccine agent, which is a very new type of vaccine agent, and it produces the antibodies against the given target of the virus. Like for example, in this case, we will be removing one specific antigenic protein from the coronavirus and transplanting it on the measles virus, and this particular antigen will be used for further will stimulate antibodies when we inject it into man. These antibodies will be able to fight with the coronavirus.
Scientists at the private firm are working overtime. Their goal, to move to the next step within 3 months. Step 2 would be the preclinical trials that normally takes 24 to 36 months. But the developers are confident that with the government's help and looking at the crisis, they would be able to cut this down to about 18 odd months.
As COVID-19 continues to wreak havoc, scientists and researchers are exploring various avenues to come up with medical treatments that can fight it. One such treatment that's in focus is plasma therapy. But what is plasma therapy exactly? Take a look at this report.
$190,000 and counting. The global death toll of a deadly virus has sparked humanity's biggest race. Find a cure, find a treatment, find something to fight the COVID-19 fatalities. Now an old treatment is gaining huge traction. Not as the silver bullet that will fell a deadly virus on the march, but a possible stopgap treatment until a vaccine is found. The convalescent plasma therapy, the approach called convalescent plasma, uses part of the blood that contains antibodies. Antibodies are proteins found in blood plasma that attack specific virus or bacteria like COVID-19. By giving these pre-made antibodies to a patient means they don't have to produce the same antibodies on their own. Importantly, these antibodies are procured from COVID-19 survivors, those who defeated the virus and formed antibodies against it. Delhi has conducted the plasma therapy on 4 patients at the LNJP hospital after a coronavirus positive patient was weaned off the ventilator at the Max hospital with the use of this therapy.
4 जो मरीज थे उसमें से 2 मरीजों को मंगलवार को प्लाज्मा दिया गया था, तो आज 3 दिन हो गए उन्हें प्लाज्मा दिए हुए। वो दोनों आईसीयू में थे और मुझे एलएनजेपी के मेडिकल डायरेक्टर जो हैं उन्होंने बताया है कि शायद आज उनको आईसीयू से निकाल के वार्ड में शिफ्ट कर दिया जाएगा।
It is important to note that the blood plasma therapy is not the first line of treatment, which till now continues to be the use of hydroxychloroquine and other antivirals. Only if the patient is experiencing lung collapse and is on ventilator, the blood plasma therapy could be useful. So until the world finds itself a cure, a vaccine, transferring immunity from those who fought and won to those who are fighting and struggling under the wrath of this deadly disease, could be that small silver lining in these bleak times. Bureau Report, India Today.
And at a time when maximum testing for coronavirus is the need of the hour, India's effort to ramp up the coronavirus testing have suffered a major setback. This as many of the imported rapid antibody testing kits are turning out to be duds. To get a grip over the situation, Indian Council of Medical Research has halted rapid antibody testing for 2 days. But the problem mainly lies with the imported rapid testing kits. Of the 6.5 lakh kits that India has been using, 5 lakh were recently imported from China. But now there are Indian firms that are coming up and manufacturing such kits. And with the government and ICMR approval, it is these kits that are possibly going to be the game changer. Take a look at this very special report.
The Indian Council of Medical Research has carried an evaluation of 16 antibody-based rapid test kits and approved 13 to conduct the novel coronavirus test. And Delhi-based New Life Care is one of the 13 Indian companies that have ICMR's approval.
ये blood sample जो है यहाँ पर ये निकाल के rapid antibody test kit में आप लेंगी और उसको डालेंगी.
With finger prick tests, the kit takes less than 15 minutes to yield accurate result.
You see, you can see the band. It is so prominent and sharp for the control. And you are not getting any band for MNG. It means you are negative.
The whole idea of having a rapid kit there for the testing is to test as many people as possible in a shorter time and in a very economical, at a very economical price. So the whole objective for us to work on this was this. And we are happy that, our kit has been approved and validated by ICMR.
The new kit, the company says, which will be available for less than 1,000 rupees, aims to provide the public with a low-cost testing option. Then there is Bangalore-based Mobilio Diagnostics Private Limited. They claim that they have developed a testing kit that will get the results in just an hour.
At this point in time, we need all kinds of testing capabilities. Our aim is to extend the reach of the testing capability because our devices are mobile, they are battery operated, they are field usable. You could deploy them anywhere.
The battery operated PCR system can be used out in the field. A similar machine is already being used across the country for tuberculosis testing. And some states like Goa and Andhra Pradesh have already started using the system for testing coronavirus.
The swab is collected and it is taken into a lysis buffer that deactivates the virus on contact. And the contents of that lysis buffer are transferred to the cartridge. This is a microfluidic cartridge. That cartridge goes into the TruePrep Auto device, and it's a battery-operated device again. And in 20 minutes, you get the extracted nucleic acids. So the process is very simple. You just press the start button, and you're done. 20 minutes later, you take the cartridge out. And once the cartridge is taken out, the total nucleic acids that are there are loaded onto that chip that is there. This is the chip over here. That is the chip. Okay. And that chip is essentially the PCR, and that's the heart of this technology. Okay. And once the sample is loaded onto that chip, you just again enter the patient details and press the start button, and you get your results in about 35 minutes.
With approvals coming in for more such testing kits, it might help ease the pressure on the testing scenario in the country. However, before that, the experts and the government will have to agree on the reliability of the rapid testing process.
And now we go from innovators coming up with new products to hospitals setting up cutting-edge molecular diagnostic laboratories. India Today visits the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Nagpur to bring you this special report.
NGP AIIMS is one of the few hospitals in the country which features a cutting-edge lab that's approved for diagnosing COVID-19 cases. The institute's microbiology department set up the molecular diagnostic lab in a record 10 days. The state-of-the-art lab features real-time PCR test kits, the only one of its kind officially approved by the WHO for lab diagnosis of COVID-19.
We need to maintain the cold chain while the samples are being transported. Once they are received into the laboratory, what we do with those samples is we extract the RNA from that sample. Now, this requires a special setup, and we have the biosafety level 2 laboratory here in which we do the processing as the virus is very infectious.
Currently, the lab is processing swabs from 5 districts, and it takes just 5 hours to get a final diagnosis.
The government is taking a lot of measures to increase the capacity. In that direction, ICMR has divided the entire country into 13 zones, and 13 mentor institutions of eminence have been chosen by them, and each institution has got a group of medical colleges divided in the entire country as such. So similarly, AIIMS Nagpur has got Maharashtra, like I just said, and Goa, etc. So we are taking from these, the whole of Maharashtra, we are taking the medical colleges, both government and private medical colleges. We are sort of going to help them develop the COVID-19 testing labs.
The lab is currently processing around 114 samples each day.
It's time for a short break. On the other side of the break, we have stories of more innovations that are nearly in the production stage to fight the pandemic and boost our healthcare system further. Stay with us. Stay tuned to India Today. COVID-19 has changed the world around us. While earlier innovations and technology were focused on improving the status of life, now it has shifted from that to help combat the virus. So coming up next are stories of such innovations from Bengaluru and Mohali.
Extreme lockdowns, social distancing and masks on. The novel coronavirus has forced the entire world to follow and get used to this new normal. But what it has also forced is innovations across the globe. While full body massages are at a halt, it's time now for full body sanitization. A Bengaluru-based firm has developed a prototype machine that generates nanobubbles, it says, to oxidize or kill the contaminants on one's body. The machine, they claim, releases a cool fog-like air, and the developers say that in 20 seconds, the body will be decontaminated.
COVID virus requires some host bacteria to move around or transfer itself. In case some of the kind of bacteria like Staphylococci or Streptococcus kind of a thing, the bacteria, if we are able to demolish them, probably we can bring down the transfer of COVID, the virus, which probably could be hosted in such kind of bacteria. That is what we feel, that could be an advantage in avoiding cross-contamination.
One of the advisories to prevent COVID-19 from spreading is washing hands. But doing that can also lead to wastage of water. To solve this issue, a Mohali-based company has developed a foot tap that can be installed in public places to save water and make it more hygienic to use.
So in the public places, it is very important so that there is no transmission of this COVID through hands. In railways, they have tried, they are going to use it. Now we have got many telephonic inquiries from the different institutions and the public administrations, So last day only Sangrur DC, they have purchased 4 pieces to trial it. It is a tried and tested product. There's no problem in this. So very scientific and very well hygienic and water saving device. The approximate cost is about rupees 2,000.
This foot-operated tap will not only save the water, but also the transmission of COVID-19. With video journalist Dilip Sahu, this is Manjeet Sehgal in Mohali for India Today.
India's technological institutions are racing against time in a battle against this coronavirus. Country's healthcare system is grappling with shortage of ventilators, a crucial equipment in this battle to save lives. Most of the technological institutes and entrepreneurs have started to design prototypes for cheap medical ventilators. Here's a report on how India is trying to meet the shortage of ventilators with innovation and determination.
When the virus scare hit, one of the first questions that were raised was, does India have enough ventilators? Stories from other countries started coming in how crucial ventilators were for serious patients infected with the coronavirus. And so began the hunt for not only procuring ventilators, but also to try and ramp up production. One of the criteria for the fast turnaround was also the cost of production. And many private players and innovators jumped in, taking up the challenge.
What you can see is, first of all, it is very, very small, and you do not require any kind of hospital infrastructure. So just in case if you want to take it to a hotel and you want to convert that hotel room into an ICU facility, you can do that, because you do not need a compressor, you do not need an oxygen line, you do not need a pressurized air line, you do not need any of these things. You simply connect it to a power socket and it just goes. It has 4 hours of battery backup. It is very easy to use. What you can see over here is an Android tablet, so it's very, very easy to control and use, and anyone can learn how to use it. So it is just like a normal ventilator in terms of functioning, but unlike any other ventilator in the market.
These innovators are claiming that they already have orders from not just the central government, but some state governments as well. This unit claims they are well prepared to handle the supply, not just the current demand, but future increase as well.
We ourselves are having a capacity of approximately 20,000 ventilators a month. This month itself, we are looking at making around 10,000 ventilators. We have Maruti on our helping us out in the overall manufacturing process, and along with that, we are also having BEL, which is Bharat Electronics Limited, to actually help us out in parallel manufacturing in their own plant in Panchkula. So combined capacity from next month should be around 40,000 ventilators.
Across the country, there are firms hard at work to come up with safe, cheap and quick solutions to meet the rising demand of ventilators in India. A team of engineers in Coimbatore claim they have also made a cost-effective ventilator prototype. It will be launched in hospitals soon after testing.
This product was within 2 days, it was given a confidence, and within about 4 days we developed a prototype, and we have a functioning prototype at this point of time, and we are going to test it in hospitals in next couple of days, and it can support the emergency ventilation part of it. It will cost about 25,000 rupees to sell once we manufacture and sell.
Till these are available in bulk, there are others who are also trying to create ventilator splitters, so that one ventilator can be used to serve multiple patients at the same time.
There are other challenges in this. We'll have to couple patients who have similar lung capacity, similar oxygen intake, so that these splitters work effectively and there's no more extra lung damage happening.
Around the country, there is move by scientists and tech entrepreneurs to fill the gap that there is in India's healthcare system. The hope is that with the lockdown buying some time, these private initiatives would pass the government checks to help boost the system in the days to come.
That's all we have for this special edition of the news. I hope you enjoyed this show. It is time for a short break. News and updates continue on the other side. Stay tuned with India Today.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, Like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.